We've seen that from a consumer perspective, it is important that there are some protections around the use of their personal data. Advertisers embrace regulations as well because they understand that it's crucial for consumers to trust that their data is being used responsibly. Without that trust, consumers may go out of their way to prevent the use of their data. They could do that by using ad blockers or blocking cookies or maybe by using less content online, and that would be bad for advertisers. There are different forms of regulations that advertisers and publishers put in place to help maintain the trust and to help guarantee responsible use of data. On the one hand, there are data and privacy policies that you'll find on most sites you access online, and there are also industry groups where advertisers agree on regulations they can put in place. Most large platforms and websites have a data policy, often part of the privacy policy, in which they explain what data they receive, what they use it for, and how people can control what they share. For instance, in its data policy, Facebook clearly states what information it received, how that information is used, and how people can manage and delete their data. It also provides contact information for people who have questions. These are good baseline considerations for any data policy. Beyond these company-by-company policies, industry groups can set standards to self-regulate. In digital advertising, one of the most prominent examples of self-regulation is the Digital Advertising Alliance, or the DAA. The DAA is an alliance of different industry bodies that came together to establish and enforce responsible privacy practices in digital advertising. For example, the Your Ad Choices program we touched on earlier was established by the DAA. In this program, they encourage advertisers who use data-based advertising to clearly inform people about the data that led them to see a particular ad. In Europe, one of the best-known self-regulatory initiatives in the digital advertising space is the EDAA. EDAA is short for European Interactive Digital Advertising Alliance. The EDAA was developed by leading European advertisers and publishers to introduce Europe-wide standards to enhance transparency and user control over data used for interest-based advertising. The EDAA also educates consumers about how their data is being used and provides them with additional tools to control their data usage. One of these tools is the Ad Choices icon we just saw, which the EDAA also provides to its members involved in data-driven advertising across Europe. All solutions offered by the DAA and the EDAA to their member companies are self-regulatory in nature. It's important to note that following guidelines of industry bodies is different from following legal regulations, but it's a way in which the advertising industry itself is trying to make sure they keep the trust of consumers. These are just two examples of ways in which advertisers have come together to highlight their responsible use of personal data and to inform consumers about how their data is used. In the next video, we'll look at government regulations that aim to do this too. I'll see you there.